Browns predicted to cut ties with Shedeur Sanders, send Colorado legend to AFC South squad. Shedeur Sanders has an uphill battle to earn playing time with the Cleveland Browns, which is why the young quarterback's stint with the franchise could be short. If Cleveland already wants to move on from Sanders, BetUs's Jonathan Adams believes the team could trade the Colorado legend to the Indianapolis Colts. Does anyone have confidence that either Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones is the solution at quarterback for the Colts? Neither of these signal callers is legendary, but fans know someone who is, Adams wrote. The Colts have an uncertain quarterback situation as Anthony Richardson's injury issues have cast doubt on his long-term future in Indianapolis. The team signed Daniel Jones in free agency this offseason, who has a legitimate shot to steal the starting job from Richardson. If the Colts want to add more youth to the quarterback room, trading for Sanders would be a logical move. The 23-year-old will put some pressure on Richardson and Jones and likely create a three-way competition for the starting job. It's incredibly unlikely that the Browns move on from Sanders before they take the field for training camp on July 23. However, general manager Andrew Berry could look to trade the 2025 fifth-round pick over cutting him if he hasn't done enough to make the roster by the end of the preseason. In a twist few saw coming, the Cleveland Browns appear poised to move on from quarterback Shedeur Sanders, the Colorado legend who arrived with enormous hype, a famous name, and sky-high expectations. Barely a season after drafting him, league insiders now predict the Browns will cut ties with Sanders and send him to an AFC South squad in what could become one of the most talked-about early trades in recent NFL history. The move, if it happens, won't just shake up two teams. It could redefine Shedeur's career trajectory and send shockwaves through a league already obsessed with legacy, potential, and quarterback drama. From primetime to deadline, Shedeur Sanders' arrival in Cleveland was a media storm of epic proportions. As the son of Deion Primetime Sanders, Shedeur entered the NFL with an aura that transcended football. Drafted in the second round by the Browns, he brought not just talent, but a built-in fan base, social media presence, and the kind of cool under pressure that usually takes years to develop. But things didn't go as planned. Despite a promising preseason and several solid showings in camp, Sanders was stuck behind Deshaun Watson, the Browns' high-paid, high-risk starter. Weeks passed, then months. Sanders never took a meaningful snap, and rumblings started to surface. Was Cleveland ever really committed to developing him? Now, with the 2025 season nearing, those whispers have grown into full-on predictions. The Browns are preparing to move on. The quarterback logjam. On the surface, the decision seems harsh. Sanders hasn't played poorly. He simply hasn't played at all. Behind closed doors, sources suggest the Browns coaching staff grew concerned about his fit within Stefanski's complex West Coast-style offense. While Shedeur showed elite talent at Colorado, he was most dangerous in tempo-based, improvisational sets. That doesn't exactly align with Cleveland's meticulous, system-heavy approach. It's not that Shedeur can't succeed, said one AFC executive. It's just that he might never flourish in that system. Cleveland knows it. He knows it. This might be a blessing for both. The team's recent decision to sign a veteran backup, rumored to be someone with more system familiarity, only added fuel to the fire. Pair that with ongoing rumors that Stefanski's on a short leash this season, and suddenly the Browns' tolerance for a high-profile developmental project appears to be running thin. AFC South, the landing zone. So where could Sanders land? Enter the AFC South, a division suddenly overflowing with intrigue and instability. 1. Indianapolis Colts. With Anthony Richardson still developing and question marks about his durability, the Colts could look to add another dynamic playmaker to the QB room. Sanders and Richardson are stylistically similar, and pairing the two could give Shane Steichen a lethal dual QB system in the making. 2. Tennessee Titans' Will Levis showed flashes, but consistency has been a problem. New head coach Brian Callahan may want to reshape the offense around a fresh talent like Sanders. The Titans are rebuilding. Sanders fits a timeline that stretches a few years, not just the next few weeks. 3. Houston Texans. This is the most unlikely given C.J. Stroud's meteoric rise. But imagine a creative OC wanting to find a Taysom Hill-style role for Shedeur. Someone who can move, throw, and keep defenses guessing. In a Kyle Shanahan-influenced system, that's not far-fetched. 4. Jacksonville Jaguars' Trevor Lawrence is entrenched, but with his contract extension looming, Jacksonville might be looking at long-term financial flexibility. A low-cost, high-upside QB like Sanders could be insurance or trade bait down the line. Among these, Portuguese, Senators, Rosa de Souza. Most league sources point to Tennessee as the most likely destination. The Titans have shown the most interest and reportedly were high on Sanders pre-draft. Their system is in flux, their quarterback situation is unsettled, and they have the cap space and patience to take a gamble. What went wrong? It's important to note, Sanders didn't fail. He didn't flame out, party too hard, or lose the locker room. What happened in Cleveland was something more subtle and more common than fans realize. A misalignment of vision, a system mismatch, a roster that couldn't accommodate a waiting game. Shedeur is one of those players who needs the right stage, said an unnamed Browns assistant. Cleveland just isn't it. Whether that's on Stefanski or the front office depends on who you ask. Some argue the Browns should have never drafted Sanders in the first place, not with Watson locked in. Others believe they should have given him more leash to develop, especially in a league where dynamic playmakers are redefining quarterback roles. Either way, the page is turning.